Ian, it's Rangers on Sunday. 4 games undefeated so far at the moment. Is there a bit of confidence going through the squad?
Yeah, I think so. I think 4 games, albeit 2 draws in there, and one was a cup game. It's still a good achievement from the group. So we'd love to have turned that home league game against Alloa into a win to really give us a higher points total. But a win last week at Livingston was a fantastic result, and obviously couple that with a Petrofact win as well.
So there's been a lot of talk this season about fine margins. There's been times here we've given away penalties, not had the rub of the green. But on Saturday, Livingston missed a penalty, got the 1-0 win. Do you think the rub of the green went with you on Saturday?
Yeah, I think to a certain extent. Obviously, when you give away a penalty so early on, the only sort of saving grace is that they've still got to score it, and secondly is you've got a lot of time to get back in the game. It's one of the ones you're cursing your luck first 2-3 minutes when the guy goes down and it's given, because you expect him to score, so you get a little bit of luck when he misses it, and then obviously Stevie Mallon comes out with a wonder strike 10 minutes later to give you the 1-0 win, and it could so easily been 1-0 Livingston. That is how fine the games are balanced on. So we take it when we get it. It's just this season it's taken us a while to get any sort of momentum going, and just little things like that can help us.
Was it a bit frustrating when the penalty was given away, given the number of penalties that have been given away so far this season?
It is. I mean, it's incredible how many were given away at the time. I thought it was a very soft penalty. Looking back on it on Sunday, for me it was a penalty. And it's easy for me to say now when they've missed it, but I looked at it again and thought it was a penalty, and I thought they were perhaps we've been lucky in the second half not to get another one.
So coming up against Rangers, in recent weeks they've been pushed quite to the limit by Falkirk, Queen of the South, Livingston. Does that give you confidence going into the game on Sunday?
Absolutely. It just reaffirms what we say about the league being so tight and fine lines. You see the Rangers get a debatable free kick against Falkirk, put it away, end up winning the game. Queen of the South, they miss a penalty, but then they get one a minute later. So the league is very tight, and I think that's what some people are still trying to get their head around. When we go to Queens and win fairly comfortably, then they go to Ibrox and put on a good performance. Likewise, we go to Easter and get a point, and Falkirk lose at home 1-0. But again, a debatable penalty decision that's cost a team dear. So honestly, the games are that tight and the teams are that evenly matched in this division, certainly, that on any given day any team can win.
How do you approach the game on Sunday? Do you let Rangers play their usual game and try and soak up the pressure and hit them on the break, or with the likes of Mallon and Agnew and Gallagher, do you have a go at them?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of both. Rangers have certainly got quality players in certain areas of the pitch, but they're like every team. They've got strengths and weaknesses. We need to try and exploit their weaknesses, what we feel as best we can, but we also have to be wary. We give them time and space, and with their movement and the tempo that they can play at on the day, we need to nullify that the best we can. But certainly as a home team and a team who are on a decent run, we need to go and try and play. Now the game doesn't always pan out how you want it to do, and for 10, 15, 20 minutes things can't go your way, and you find yourself having to, in your own half, penned in a little bit, and it isn't panned out the way you want it to be. But certainly our game plan won't be to go and sit behind the ball.
So the first game of the season, you pushed Rangers pretty close. Since then, they've won every game in the league this season. But do you think, given how you played at Ibrox at the start of the season, that there's weaknesses that this team that you can exploit, and you could really give Rangers a game and get the win?
Absolutely. We believe we can beat anyone. We went to Easter Road with a firm belief that we can win the game. We have no different against Rangers here. If we play to our capabilities and play to our standards, then we can win it. There's no doubt we're going to have to play at a very high level to do that, and make sure that we know our game plan and do our jobs properly. But there's no fear amongst us, that's for sure. It's anticipation and excitement of a big game with a big crowd live on the telly that sometimes brings out the best in players. And as I say, our players are fine, and we're looking forward to the game.
There's been kind of a lot made about the home form and the away form this season. Do you think in the away form there's more of a vocal St Mirren crowd that's behind the team? Do you think on Sunday with what's going to be near enough a packed stadium that could push the team on and maybe get the result?
Yeah, I think so. I think our away form's been excellent, our home form's been poor. The reasons for that, there's probably numerous reasons for that, as individual players and collectively. So it's up to us, though, to turn that around. The fans come here wanting to see a winning team. Nobody walks in here wanting to see their team lose. So it's up to us to try and get them behind us a bit more at home, try and reward them with wins. The away fans certainly do give us a lot of backing away from home, and at certain times it gives you that belief during the game that you're going to leave the other team's stadium with 3 points.
And just finally, how are the team shaping up ahead of Saturday? Is there an excitement? Are they ready to go?
Yep, clean bill of health. The only one we're missing is Jason, who's long term, so everybody's dying to get fit. There's a few guys who had a few bumps and bruises from last week that we've had to nurture through the week, but they're fine now. So barring any more injuries tomorrow or reactions overnight this evening, then our squad will be full, and probably for the first time since the first game of the season.